Hey, Feminine. Let's go ahead and jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Let us see. Let us see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for Feminine? What does she need to know? All right. Oh, we have the Grim Reaper and keys on a ring. Okay. Automatically, I can see what that's about. Okay. Yep. And then we have seduction. So it's someone that's attracted to you. Okay. You may find this person to be very attractive as well. However, this is someone that you know hooks up with a lot of people, or someone that you know is not looking for anything serious, is only looking for hookups. You can also take it and flip it, you know, if necessary and where necessary. You know what you want, you know what you're doing, you know what you're into. Okay. But yeah, I feel like this is something with a person that is over. All right, this may be someone that wants a second chance with you, or third, fourth, fifth, whatever chance it is. And you just like, no, I know what this person wants isn't what I want. They have a lot of different options. You know, they can go in anybody's door. I'm hearing they can go in between anybody's legs. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. But you are going to remove yourself from whatever this is. Okay. Or you already removed yourself. Yeah, stabbed in the back. Child, it doesn't come with good energy here at all. It's just going to lead to more deception, more pain, and you're transforming. Okay, you're transforming. So this person may say, well, you used to do this, or you know, before you XYZ 1, 2, 3. Like, no, I don't live there no more. That's not what I do. That's not who I am. Sorry. Something like that. Okay, we have coffin. Yeah, you're going through a major transformation spiritually. All right, and you're not going backwards. It says here, grow and transform your life. Transformation, growth, change mind. Here, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change. I mean, you know, cassette. So it's like somebody remembers when, but it's like they can just keep on remembering. You know, we call those memories. Hold on to it. You know, that kind of thing. Hold on to it, because feminine is changing. Feminine is growing. Feminine is evolving. All right. Now, as soon as we split the deck, we see the Five of Wands and then the Hermit. Child, go to your auntie's house. Five of Wands is drama. Five of Wands is chaos. Five of Wands is conflict, honey. You said who? The Hermit. I'm staying to myself. Wisdom tells me better, so I do better. Somebody could have been trying to pick a fight with you just to get a reaction, just to see how you would respond. Okay, but you take the high road, showing up as the Empress. Again, you've transformed, you've elevated. All right, and it starts within. It starts with the mind. So it's like when you can look at situations and people in a way that you're looking at it now, you may not be so hurt or upset. So I feel like you released a lot of that pain, you know, a lot of the confusion, and this person is just sitting here and it's Nine of Swords energy. Okay. It could be Eight of Cups, because you're the one that's able to walk away. So now it's got this person wondering what's up with them. You know what I mean? Let me get it, y'all. Let me get it, because it's there. I want to put it together for you the way that Spirit is giving it to me. Okay? You deciding that you want to transform and grow your life doesn't have to mean that it's anything at all wrong with them. But that is how this person is taking it. That's how it's making them feel. Whatever they like to do is what they like to do. What you like to do is what you like to do. The two things just may not resonate anymore. And it's okay. You know, you've grown apart, or you've outgrown this or something. Okay. And if this person still wants to keep doing the same things, that's fine. But you're not doing certain things either anymore or at all. So a person trying to force you to do it, now that's not going to work. You know, Eight of Cups. So let us see. Yeah, now this person is all in their head, honey. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles with the Chariot. Yeah, it's like you moved on, you blocked something out. Okay. You moved on, you blocked something out, or you moved on, you blocked someone out. So again, you know how we was talking about those keys and they can walk in anybody's door, and there's a deck that we have where the person is sitting outside the door and the key is right there. They're just all sad and stuff. Well, on this Five of Pentacles, I don't see a key. The person is just outside. Okay. And then we have the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is like what's to come. So for those of you that are still in the energy with the person, well, this is what's to come. You know, you're not going to stay there forever. Growth is happening with you. Okay? Growth is happening with you. And Spirit's like, you're not going to stay stuck on the same things, the same people. You're no longer having the same interests, etc. It's okay. All right? This is actually what you wanted. You wanted to grow, whoever I'm talking to. Okay? And we got the Two of Cups in reverse, and they ain't even supposed to be in that position. All right, so that to me says everything. We're talking about a relationship that's over. It could have been a situationship, whatever you want to call it. It's over. Okay, we got the Nine of Swords here as the underlining, the Seven of Swords sticking his head out. So somebody's, you know, deceptive ways have brought them to this place. So if they want to be upset, it's like they can't be upset with you. They can only be upset with themselves, which even then is not healthy. They should just learn from the experience. You know, this is what it was, and now this is where we are, and this is how it made me feel. All right, Nine of Swords. Moving forward, I will not do X, Y, Z to people, or whatever the case may be. Okay, Ace of Swords, yeah. Six of Cups is memories, nostalgia. Okay, so again, just hold on to the memories. Okay. Sheesh. All right, now keep in mind that if this is something more, like if this person and you have some sort of soul contract or something, right? That could be why they're coming up in your energy. So we'll do another deck as well before we close this reading out. Ten of Cups is here. Ten of Cups is the happily ever after. So it's like you move on in life. You're going to get the things you desire. That's just what it is. This person is going to just be on the outside looking in. Because again, you know, for a lot of you, that's over. Okay? We have Temperance. Temperance is divine intervention. It's also alignment. So if something is not in alignment with you, it's just naturally falling off. And the Magician is manifestation. So it's falling off and it's making room for the things that you actually want to manifest. Such as, but not limited to, that Ten of Cups. The Two of Swords. Okay, Two of Swords being of two minds. All right. That's interesting. So to know that you have the capability to help someone and then you just decide not to help them really wouldn't sit right with you. So even though you know this person is who they are, like they have their ways, they do the things they do, stuff like that, it's not changing who you are and how your heart is. So you can't just see yourself leaving somebody in the cold knowing, again, that you could help them. You know what I mean? It's something like that. Now, that could be literal for some of you, where a person may not have anyone to turn to, and you just may be that person. And you're like, well, I know I could help them, you know. And if the shoe was on the other foot, how would I feel? But Ten of Wands represents stress and being overwhelmed and oftentimes carrying the load and responsibilities of others. Okay, whatever it is that they should be doing or whatever, right? And it just leads to, you know, yeah, but this person needs to heal. And some of you are healers. You know how to heal. You know, you can show them how to heal themselves, things like that. Seven of Pentacles is investing our time, our energy, even if in a different way, you know. And then that King of Cups, knowing that, again, there's love there, but you know who and how this person is. Because what I'm seeing back here is like, you know, this sea monster or something. And in this deck, the King of Cups looks like that. Like a little underwater sea monster or something. Okay? So it's like the King of Cups represents a deep love, though, or someone who has a lot of emotional intelligence. I feel like this person knows that they love you, But again, that doesn't change who and how they are, and what they want versus what you want. You know, that kind of thing. Not being able to get that in alignment. Hence the verses, right? Because if you can't get on one accord, then, well, what are you even doing? So being of two minds, that's why I said, you know, if you block this person out and you call yourself moving on, in the very near future, it's like you're going to be in the hangman energy, because 2 of Cups, 9 of Swords, you know, they might be pulling on your energy here. A lot. With the thoughts that they keep having. And so you being like, it's over, it's done, it's done, it's over. And that being concrete, and then getting to the 2 of Swords. Because, well, I could help them, you know. But not everybody is your assignment. Not everything is your assignment. That's what I'm being guided to tell you right now. So let us see, though. We have the 8 of Wands. Okay, 8 of Wands is about communication. That's what it is. Somebody comes in, they're expressing how they feel. They're doing so in a passionate manner. It gets you, like, you know, intrigued. So perhaps this is the heads up to be mindful of getting pulled back in by that. You know, a person coming in and riling you up and being like, this is how I feel, woo, 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 just to go right back down the same path. 9 of Wands. Like, sometimes it's best to keep those boundaries firm. This may be one of those times. Death card. You know, the Hangman being someone in a stuck energy. The 8 of Wands being someone progressing and moving. It's like, you know, with the 2 of Swords, if you're of two minds, think of it this way. If we don't grow and transform, we'll repeat the same thing. That's what I'm getting. 7 of Pentacles, investment. Invest in the new beginning. That's what Spirit is saying. You know, allow this separation to take place and invest into your new beginning, because it leads to, you know, fruitful things. Okay, 4 of Swords. So while one of you is finding peace because you're living in your truth, the other one is anxious and worried and going through it, having night terrors and all that type of stuff. Okay, wanting your healing energy. 6 of Cups can't get you out their head. Again, it's like they may want to speak to you, but when they speak to you, be like, you remember this, you remember that? Like, put all the good things back in your head again. Says many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. So in the event you were to continue with this person, okay, you know, you have that free right and everything else, but it would just simply be more of the same thing. Them stringing you along, more deception. Okay, it'll lead to more shocking attacks, more pain, more heartache. Okay, things like that. So where it says this relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. Whatever they did, cool. But now that you are in a place where you've accepted it, you're healing, you're thriving, you're moving forward, do that. Okay. And I'm speaking to the person who's really like, is that what's best for me? You know, it feels like it is. This is how my life is going. When I focus on me, things shift for the better. Okay, we spoke the other day as well about someone being spiritually dead. That keeps coming up. We have the devil. Okay, just be mindful of what it is that Spirit is saying. 8 of Swords, you know, like a person will attempt to keep you stuck in a certain place because that's how they feel. They enjoy doing those things. So it's like, go ahead and do them. Feminine wants to grow. Judgment, discernment. Continue to use the discernment that you have. Ace of Cups is a love offer. So there will be a love offer that comes in, and this feels new. So remember, you're making space for the things that you really want. But in order to receive those things, you have to let go of the things that are not truly for you. All right? And keep in mind, we're like, this is what I want, Spirit. And Spirit's like, no, I have something much better, much bigger, much this, much that, right? So trust Spirit here. All right? 2 of Swords is blind faith. That's my blind faith card, okay? So instead of you feeling like, well, I don't know. Yes, you do know. Just trust yourself. Have faith in Spirit. 9 of Pentacles is very single. Why do they say that every time I go to say it's the single card? They say very single, and I think it's hilarious every time. Because maybe they're putting emphasis on it. All right, the Four of Cups is here, and every time I see this Four of Cups, the way it's interpreted, like through me, is like, these are 3 cups. Yes, here's a cup back here, but this cup is a real cup. It's a genuine cup. It's something that looks simple and basic maybe to most, because it's just simply a clay cup. Then you got these golden ones. They all bedazzled and decked out and everything. And so this person who might be superficial or into appearances, devil energy, is like, ooh, look at all these. And it's almost like it's a collection. Remember the keys on the ring? It's almost like it's a collection. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person likes to collect. And you don't want to be a part of the collection, you know, or something like that. It's something like that. Like, you're just so much, how do I put this? Like, more in alignment. You're in a free energy right now. You know, with the watermelon, I just keep getting like things are sweet, or, you know, that's how you feel. Your energy feels really sweet, really pleasant. Life is good. Life is sweet. That's how I'm taking it. And here this person is, you know, wanting to be impressed with the appearances of things, but still thinking about you and wondering about you and wanting to keep you stuck somewhere. That don't even make sense. You know? You're surrounded by a lot of nature here too, like all the green grass and stuff like that. And this is how I know this is you, because this person is draped in orange. This clay is like a orange. Y'all know the color of clay, okay? Like that orangey type, rusty type looking color, okay? Then we have all these flowers and vines and trees and stuff back here. Is that not what's right here as well? It looks like a watermelon patch. Okay, right here is peaches. So again, fruitfulness. Man, we talked about that earlier. Like, yeah, it's a lot around you because you're connected to the right energy. The bird right there, the bird right here. But over here is fake gold birds. Right here, this is actual gold. And it's a real bird. So I hope we see where spirit is going with this. It's like, you're living in your truth. You're authentic. You know, you're walking it like you talk it. Therefore, you will surely be blessed. You will receive the things that your heart desires. For sure. Okay? This person, again, it's like they are comfortable staying a certain way, doing certain things. That's just not for you. You know, they are okay with the fake. You are the real. You're the real deal. Okay? And so we have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, again, the chaos, the conflict, the competition between all these keys that they have on a ring. But they really love you, though. You know, and that's not falsified. That's real. But nevertheless, that's not how you want to be treated. Okay. Now, everybody knows how they want to be treated. So if you hear me doing a reading and you like, nah, Blue, they could treat me like that, disrespect me, well, then you know this ain't for you, boo. Okay? This is for a feminine that is like, absolutely not. I know what I deserve. I'm able to give myself XYZ. I treat myself with kindness. Other people going to be kind to me too. I'm respectful to myself or of myself. Other people going to respect me too. You know what I mean? Like, you're not settling. Okay, cool. So with the Sun and the Emperor, this is masculine energy. Don't settle. There is a masculine that is authentic, that is living their truth, that has a very strong connection with Source, that either already has their eye on you or soon will. So again, you're making space and room for the things that you truly want. Okay? Remember I said that Ace of Cups? Okay, that feels new. This Star card, this is answered prayers. This is miracles. Okay, this is, you know, blessings on blessings on blessings. This is health. Okay. Divine guidance, divine protection. Sometimes you think you want something. Meanwhile, Spirit has something way better for you all along. King of Pentacles. All right. Somebody that's dependable, reliable. Okay. Six of Cups. You could have known this person for a while. This could be someone from your, I don't want to say childhood, but like earlier years in life. Okay. Not an ex. Does not feel like an ex or anybody that you've dated. Okay. Does not. We have the Hierophant. Double emphasis on Taurus. Okay. Or someone with Taurus placements. This person feels very mature. So even if they're not like older than you or anything like that, they feel very mature. Okay, like they got their stuff in order and they keep it in order. Eight of Cups, again, emotional withdrawal, detachment. Walk away from the things that, you know, it took you a while to heal from. Now that you've healed, you don't need to go back through certain fire. Go back through certain lessons, okay? Six of Wands, overcoming the challenges and obstacles, being victorious, being successful. Yeah, the Lovers, true divine counterpart energy coming in here. Remember, we saw the Empress earlier, then we saw the Emperor. So it's like, let go of what is not for you so that you, again, can make room for what is. The Magician. Yeah, you're manifesting this. You're pulling this in, beloved. All right? You are pulling this in. Yeah, the Empress. Yeah, Ten of Swords. There's nothing to be of two minds about. If somebody stabbed you in the back before 9 times, they'll do it a 10th. You know what I mean? If they did it once, they'll do it twice. So you don't need them to do it 10, 11 times, you know. You have Five of Swords. Five of Swords is someone feeling like they lost you. But it's okay. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's like a, this is how I'm getting it. And it's going to sound harsh because that's the reality of the situation. So it would make one think before they go backwards, okay? It's like a person loses the key. But again, it's not like it's the only key that they have. It's not like it's the only door, the only option for them. They can just go through another door. That's how this person feels. There's so many other options. There's so many other things, so many other people. That is this really something that's keeping them down? Is it something that's really bothering them? Maybe because you got away. Maybe because they can't manipulate the situation. And that in itself is bothersome because maybe they just don't like to lose. Okay. Yeah, we do see the Five of Swords. They just don't like to lose. But, I mean, that's it. Okay. It's not because, oh, I really am in love with this person. And how could I have been so blind to this? No, it's not like that. Okay. Knight of Wands. So, and then too, it's like when people, and then you see this, the Ten of Swords. You're like, oh, because they're passionate about me and it's how they feel about me. Listen to me. Listen to me, listen to me. Passion is one thing, love is another. Person, do they really love you though? You know, it's that type of thing. So it's like, what are you willing to accept? And sometimes people will be so extreme because they want to try to force a person to be the person. When Spirit done already showed you a million times what you need to see. You know, you've done your own readings. You've gotten readings by others. I mean, but it's like, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But don't be upset with the reader or come at the person crazy that's advising you. Because that just, I mean, if you say you want 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords, and 10 of Wands, and 7 of Swords, and a Devil, that doesn't seem like that to me. Okay, so you have to use your discernment. I understand not everybody has that gift. So when you get in a reading or you're trusting an advisor and things like that, don't go off on them. They just tell you what's there. You know? Four of Swords, Page of Cups. Okay, yeah, you have peace of mind, but in comes this person. I apologize for having hurt your feelings. Apology accepted. That doesn't mean that you have to renew any contracts. That doesn't mean that you have to do anything that you're not comfortable with. That doesn't mean that you have to put your tender-hearted self in a position that could turn you to an ice cold-hearted person. Okay? It's not what you do. The Magician, the Ace of Swords. Okay? It's like you have clarity on what to do in order to manifest the things you truly desire. Therefore, why would you allow yourself to be deceived, be lied to, be cheated on, be hurt, be whatever the 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords is? Why? Okay. They were unawakened, possibly still are. They like control. They were trying to control you, control the situation. Meanwhile, there's a masculine energy that knows what they want, knows who they want, you know, and it's going to be coming in. I just... Okay, my BFF Jill. We have receive, all right? It says open-minded, abundant, ready. It's your time to receive. All right, sacred space, altar, prayer, candles. Commune with your own divinity, all right? Self-worth. Value, self-esteem, and confidence. Be empowered by valuing yourself. Amen. Be empowered by valuing yourself. Okay, that's the one. Okay, soulmate, compatibility, companionship, your best life partner. That's what's coming in, y'all. Inner child, playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. A lot of you are tapped into that inner child of yours. They are alive and thriving. Okay, they doing great. We have free will. Yeah, because you're utilizing your free will. You're allowing yourself to receive. You're standing in your truth. You're being authentic, you know. Remaining connected to source. Being open to receiving universal gifts and blessings in the form of love and other things, right? Underlying energy is big goals. You're accomplishing a lot of things. You have other things that you set out to accomplish and will. 6 of Wands, you'll be victorious. The Empress, so as long as you keep your vibration high, keep showing yourself that love. You know, keep allowing yourself to receive. Things like that. Stay in your feminine energy. Okay? And in order to stay in your feminine energy, I feel like you should put yourself in situations that allow for you to be soft. And if you're crying and hurt and sad and feeling like you overwhelmed, stressed out, that's not really a soft space. Okay? So, yep, that's what Spirit is saying. All right, you have great things coming in. You are letting go of others so that you can make room and space for those things. And that's just what it is. All right? But those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and Agri.